Elidibus, right? I do some consulting of my own and speak with Lean to decide how we might best prepare for the final days. So it's a farewell for now, but we'll see each other again. I'm certain of it. Okay, so now we got to go to the Crystarium front doors, I'm assuming. Zero, put that down. You're too young for that. It's not a toy. It's a parent's thing. Mr. Shagmir, welcome back. The captain has told me all. Give the word, and I will show you the ocular. Yes. You the ocular. What do we have here? Use the spirit vessel.
Biometric authentication complete. Please state your business. Acknowledged. Reinitializing Circus Tower systems. Searching for Elidibus entity. Target located in subterranean core power accumulator. Projecting image.
My home. My friends. No more than a dream. You. Why have you awakened me? I no longer sense those places beyond, or Lord Zodiac. You must explain all. So, he is fallen, and my brethren's souls returned to the star. The doom we sacrificed so much to prevent is come again. Old burdens now yours to bear.
Yes, they are.
But if this is Fandaniel's design, then I, as Elidibus, have a duty to fulfill. Your unsolicited act has restored to me some few memories of the convocation. Such knowledge as I have, I will share.
Thank you, I'm sorry. Thank you.
I do this not for you. I merely perform my duty, as I have ever done. Where to begin? Ah, the end. Your understanding of what caused the final days is consistent with our own. The decay first took root where the currents were weakest. Yes, a conclusion drawn by him, Fandaniel. Not the him of here and now, but as I knew him, long, long ago. Having shed light upon the phenomenon, he dedicated himself to devising a countermeasure. Were it not for his knowledge of the Celestial, we would never have made the connection, and thence forestalled the final days. And though he inherited that noble soul, how different this last incarnation, so consumed by self-loathing and hate. Elpis. Yes, the name is familiar to me. Yet I know it not as a flower, but a place. A testing facility for determining which of our creations were fit to be released into the world. Many worked there, and before joining the convocation and assuming the title of Fandaniel, he was their chief. He was Hermes.
Hermes? Oh, they're really getting into those mythical gods now.
That is all I know. The crystals tell little of the lives the 14 led prior to their induction. Elpis itself would tell even less. Nary a ruin has survived. Wait. I saw you there. In Elpis. No. I did not. But I did. I did. A lingering trace of impossibility. And a truth that fills my heart. My memories remain clouded, I fear. However, they have revealed to me one possible course. You must travel to Elpis, to the time when Hermes served as its chief. In glimpsing the Exarch's memories, not only did I make his summoning magic mine own, I also mastered the workings of this tower, which, having absorbed my empowered essence, now harbors an abundance of energy. As such, I believe I can deliver you unto the past, unto that place and that precise moment. Given the eons that must be traversed, the gateway will not be fully formed. Your form will be less tangible still than those warriors of light I had summoned. In all likelihood, none will be able to see or hear you. Yet even should you manage to interact with others, you will be unable to effect meaningful change. For the reality you wish to save, the reality to which you must return, exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present. Cannot unmake the sorrow and suffering fated to come. In full knowledge of this, will you still entrust your life to your foe and make the journey? Very well. I shall cast you unto the river of time Let this be my final act.
Is this a time thing? Am I gonna have a doorway to come back? Or are you sending me to my death and no way home?
You must input the commands. I no longer have the authority. First, you must reconfigure the systems, that the tower's ether may be channeled for the magic. The preparations are complete. The gateway will soon open. Return at once to the ocular. All appears to be in order. The ether flows unimpeded. The magic should consume every last mote of my essence. Why are you surprised? Did I not say that this will be my final act? Lord Zodiac is no more. There is nothing for me here. The ones I love and long to see again are waiting in that promised land, beyond memory and dream. Now go, warrior of light. Go, and do not look back. Well, Heidelin, I take my leave of you. Yours is the mantle of the last of us. May you have the joy of it, the burden, and the solitude. It falls to you now. You and your champion to save our star.
I'm flying through space and time. So bright. I'm faint. Jeez, they were bigger. How did the world become so tiny?
Just think how I feel.
God, I don't even want to know. You're probably really freaking small. I mean, I understand the world got sundered like 12 times, but it's like 1/12 the size, I guess. Either a device. Should I click that first? Or let's click this first. The device is reminiscent of an aetherite. Perhaps it is possible to attune with it. Yeah, let me attune to it. Despite attempting to channel and focus your energies, you, you fail to attune with the device. You can only assume it operates differently. Aww. Okay, guide. Like man. The man stands dutifully by the Aetherite-like device, a guide for this facility in all likelihood. You attempt to get the man's attention, but if he sees or hears you, he gives absolutely no indications. As Elidibus warned, it appears your form is intangible. Versing woman. This is the right place, yes? Propylanian? Judging by the woman's words, this facility is called Propylanian. Not exactly what it's called, but that's how I'm going to say it. You attempted to gently prod the woman to attract her attention, but feel nothing, and it seems neither does she. Gee, like every relationship. Oh. No, that ain't the same spot. There he is. Black Robe Man. The remarkably large man wears a black robe and a half mask, much like the phantoms you encountered in Mare Lamatorium and the recreated Emerald. It would seem you have made it to your destination. You gesticulate wildly and shout all manner of greetings and obscenities, but the man does not so much as glance in your general direction. The door. You suspect this door leads outside, but how to open it?
And here we are, Elpis.
Help us.
Well, well, how rare to receive you in person. To what do we owe the honor? Oh, just a few odd tasks. We'll be here a while. You're welcome to stay as long as you see fit, of course. As a matter of procedure, however, I must ask that you kindly remove your masks.
Come now. Is this truly necessary? Surely you can tell who we are.
Who you are, perhaps, but I am far less infamous. Regardless, if we do not follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please, do favor us with your handsome face.
What? Is it? Okay, I'm not sure that face is, what the hell?
Satisfied?
So I don't think they're trying to do Xeno's face.
That's kind of what I thought it is, but I'm not sure either.
No, I'm starting to get this feeling of the father from the forum.
I thank you for your cooperation. You are free to go about your business. By the by, you see it too, yes?
I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about.
That's odd. It's right here. A bit thin in the ether, but there's no mistaking it. The color of its soul is almost identical to Azem's. Do you suppose she created it? Rather unusual for a familiar to have a soul, though.
So they now see me. An Azem. That's, I'm assuming, the person that became Heidelin.
Don't ask me. All I know is that it's trouble.
Speaks kind of like a
Doubly
man,
so
though.
if it's her spitting image.
Confused by that.
Don't ask me, all I know is the trouble, Dudley, so if it's her spitting image. Sorry, no, say that
So
again.
let's leave it be. Come now.
Those are both... I'm not saying them are Heidelin. They're referring to Azem, a person of their making, or their group. And I believe that was the person that might have created Heidelin.
It's trying to say something, but it's literally too intangible to form words.
So do sign
Why
language
don't you
in
give
the
it some
sky.
ether? Spare a snifter of your bounteous reserves.
Who do you take me for?
Why, a dear friend, of course. One who wouldn't let acts of kindness, such as my accompanying him on errands to far-flung outposts, go unrewarded.
I suggest you close your eyes, or this may be unpleasant.
The snap, is that frickin' MXL?
You may open your eyes.
And now I'm big. Well, you're not.
You even adjusted its size.
The better to indulge your whim. This way, it will be easier to communicate.
How very thoughtful of you. And may I applaud your artful reinforcement. Without further ado then. Greetings! I am Hythlodaeus, Chief of the Bureau of the Architect. Sulking beside me is the most honorable Emmett Selk of the Convocation of 14. And how might we address you, my new friend? A fine name, and I'm pleased to see you understand our words. So, tell us, whence have you come? The thinness of your essence suggests you weren't created here. You do not know? Or cannot say? Allow me to ask a different question then. What brings you here?
Seek a man named Hermes. I want to learn about Elpis. I am trying to find Hermes, but I'm also trying to know about the place.
Well now, the same as us. Perhaps Azim wished to come too, but had to settle for a familiar.
If she truly wished to be here,
It is
then
MXL.
she would be.
Oh, I should have noticed the facial features with the eyes and shit. Oh my god, that is so hilarious. And then the guy that's with him was always the one that was helping us in Amarat. The tall ghost creature that kept on feeding us all the tokens and stuff.
Right you are. My apologies if we've given offense. The two of us can discern the color of souls, you see, and yours happens to resemble that of a friend. And with your purpose matching our own besides, we jumped to a hasty conclusion. We are here to speak with Hermes, the chief overseer of this facility, which we also intend to tour in order to gain greater insight into the man's work. We, I say, though this is Emmett Selk's charge. I am here only to serve as his guide. And I should be happy to serve as yours as well, by way of an apology for the misunderstanding.
Wait, are you suggesting that we bring it along on official business? This thing we know next to nothing about?
If you harbor suspicions, better to keep it close than leave it to its own devices. Wouldn't you agree? Besides, having a mysterious life form in tow is the norm rather than the exception here.
Okay, that guy. All right.
Welcome, my friends, to the testing ground of creation at Heaven's Edge. Elpis.
Holy shit. The world unsundered Elpis. Okay, now what was that?
Oh, I just have to remember who he actually was. So.
The guy that did the snap.
Yeah.
There's the dog,
This presence.
and there's Heidelin. Or, Azem.
Yeah, I think that's what I mean.
Look at the little fishies. Oh, there's the thing that,
Hermes! Visitors! We have visitors!
It's bedtime.
come on, I want to see the face. I want to see what it looks like. Is that like a peacock child?
What secrets are you hiding, I wonder?
Oh, I'm gonna get lost in the zone now. This is hardly my first time here, but the scenery never fails to take my breath away. Why, it feels as if it could reach out and touch the heavens. Now then, to begin our guided tour, perhaps you already know these things, but for the sake of thoroughness, I shall start with the basics. Using concepts to give shape to either, creation magics allows us to bring forth anything we desire, be it inanimate objects or living beings. Anyone may conceive or concepts, but they must all undergo evaluation at the Bureau of the Architects. As part of the process, living beings and certain arcane entities may be sent here to Elpis for in-depth observation and study. A fascinating facility, isn't it? I dare say you will enjoy touring it with us. Zero's getting lost into the butterflies. Okay. Mytholodius is looking you up and down. Now then, our friend Hermes, aside from overseeing the facility, he also conducts his own research. Chances are he will be at the main observation hub, so let us seek him out there first. Attired as you are, however, you stand out a little too much. Our dearest MXLK wishes to keep a low profile for his errand. So do you know how to make a robe? The basic concepts will do. No, in that case, MXLK. No, your whims, your responsibilities. You're getting not another thimble of either out of me. Fine. The way he scrimps sometimes, you'd think he wasn't a nigh bottomless font of magic. Very well, I shall make the robe. Perhaps you can assist. Come, let us search for the requisite material. And they have Aether Currents here! Let's see what that thing looks like. It's got a snake head! Ah! It's chasing me! Oh man! Now I gotta wreck their garden. You were probably doing the same thing, weren't you, Zero? Trying to have a luck and then aggro them.
I didn't aggro that. Well, actually I did, but I just walked away.
Okay.
Yeah, it's bedtime for me. I am done.
Okay, I probably won't be playing much longer, to be honest. I started earlier today, and we're already pushing at 6.5 hours of streaming, minus probably the 30 or so minutes beforehand. So I'll probably do a few more things, but then call it myself. As these creatures should suffice. What creatures? An etheric rope. I want you to use it to capture, shall we say, 2 petalodai. There are 3 species here, I believe. Any 2 different kinds should serve. I should mention that the strength of the rope is tied, no pun intended, to the strength of its user. As your ether is still thin compared to ours, you'll need to weaken the pedal first. Good luck. Okay, so we need to gather one of these guys. Take them down. Almost do it. I think You've caught the pedodai? Come, come, let us see. Yes, these fine fellows will do nicely. Now for a spot of reversion. There it is, ready. Okay. You turn living beings into clothing? Just like that? Won't someone be angry with us for using those creatures? Oh, it's fine. There's no one around to tell us off, and besides, we can always make more pedaludai. They need only a tiny amount of either. It may take some effort to get the form and composition right, but anyone familiar with the concept should be able to manage. Well and good to disguise and educate it, but it won't fool anyone who can see worth a damn. Fair point, but at the very least it should spare you unwanted attention from casual observations. Oh, come on, MXL, you miss us. Speak true, even dressed like us. Your unusual nature will be plain to those who think to look. Should someone question your presence, don't make up excuses, much less try to explain what you actually are. No, best to simply say that you're a familiar. Question is whose? Of course, Ahem's. If you say belong to her, people will give you the benefit of the doubt for any and all outlandish behavior. Exploiting our associate's absence. For a lack of her presence, absolutely. Were she here, she'd have been the first to propose the idea, and you know it. With that, your story is settled. Let us continue with our errand. Okay, so I got 3 pieces of gear. Let's see here, items. Clip, clip, clip. Now I get to look like the Asians. With a few more things. Oops. Sweet. Okay, there you go. Here's what. Elodius is ready to continue on if you are. If you are ready, let us continue along the path. Anagoras. The place serves as an observation hub and residence both. Someone there should be able to point us in the direction of Hermes. Okay, either current check. Bust. Okay, so we're going that way. Oh, the place is so pretty. Unicorns! They have unicorns here. Oh my god, there's so much stuff. Just wow. I'm gonna go over this way. This. We're gonna touch this aetherite crystal.